Hello, Flosstube. It's Meredith, and I'm back. And I think it's been only a couple of weeks. Yeah, because my last video was last Monday, and it was fair day, and I was excited to go to the fair. So it's been a week, I guess, or no, 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. And so anyway, just catching up with you guys. I wanted to say thank you for joining me. Yay! I have had about 8 new subscribers since the last time I did a video. And so I just want to say welcome. I'm glad you joined me. I'm glad you liked me enough to subscribe to me. And anyway, so I'm glad you're here. I'm glad thank you for all of those who have been with me since I've done Flosstube, which has only been, what is it? Maybe 4 months. So anyway, I'm still here. Didn't think I was going to last past 1, but here I am. So anyway, I'm just checking in with you guys, and I haven't done much. Give you a little update on the fair and some works in progress. I have a new start, and I bought a few things at the thrift store, which I'm not much of a thrift store person, but got a wild hair up my booty, I don't know what you call it, and stopped at a thrift store, and I got a couple good deals. So anyway, okay, I guess I don't have any finishes, because I just don't, like I said, I don't finish anything. I had a couple last time, and that'll probably be it for a while, because all my stuff, it seems to be bigger projects. I probably like to bite off a little more than I can chew. And I'm thinking maybe I need to start a few small things just so I can have some finishes, but I also don't have really any goals to get things finished, so I just kind of stitch whatever I want to stitch. So I guess since I've got in front of me my new start, I think I had shown this before as a possible start. It was in the Just Cross Stitch Halloween Edition 2017, and it is a haunting household. That one there. I like it because it says, a witch and her little monsters live here with one handsome devil. Now, my little monsters are my 3 dogs, so it works for me. So I started this actually this morning. And yes, I took it to church, and I stitched on it at church. And I have an S and a T. Yay! For the monsters. So anyway, I don't know. I just thought it was kind of fun. I thought it would be a cute little stitch to have up on the wall at Halloween time for me and my husband and our dogs. So anyway, it's fun. And I like the colors on it. I'm stitching it on 28 count even weave. And I only had white. I think it calls for 28 count tarnish hand dyed cashel linen by Picture This Plus. And I don't have any Picture This Plus, and I haven't ordered any Picture This Plus, and I don't have any hand dyed fabrics. So I just stitch on whatever I've got, which is white even weave. Everything in my house is going to be white even weave. So anyway, I like it. I'm obviously doing 2/2, and I'm liking the way it's turning out. I think I like even weave. I tend to stitch better on it. I think I've mentioned that before. Like, I just don't do really well on linens. Maybe I'm just not that advanced of a stitcher. But the stitches are turning out really good. Even. Nice, because even stitches on even weave. So anyway, that's that. Having fun with that so far, and I'm liking it's nice and crisp. So last time on my video, I shared with you that I had started. It's a project or a pattern called Fear No Evil. It's the tree, and I talked about how it's all back stitching, and it's a bunch of DMC light effects, and I had bought some silks, and sorry, I look out the window, and the windows are here, and I see people driving by, so sorry if my attention gets drawn over there. And so I had started using the light effects, didn't like it. Went to my needlepoint store to get some silks. They were too thick. Then I went back to the light effects. Still didn't like it. Then I went, so this past week, I went to the needlepoint store again, and I went and bought Krynic braid. Yeah, whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. And I bought those in complementary colors to what it calls. So I have I was trying to get all of the number 4 very fine braid. So this is the Krynic black number 4. And then I got the green and the red. These are all number 4. And they didn't have number 4 in this pewter color. And I'm getting like light reflection off of the window. Now, this is 8, or 8, the number 8. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to try it because this really is only in the inner parts of the trunk. I don't know if you can see, but here, this gray part is the gray Krynic. And then all of the branches, this is really, maybe I do it this way. All of the branches with all these leaves, all these parts that, like the willow parts, are all in this color. And I thought, you know what, since it's only back stitching, maybe the 8 won't bother me. And this is what I have. This is what I've done. Sorry, I do this way. And, is that the right side? Yeah, this is the right side. So I've got a little bit of the pewter in here, and all of this is the pewter color, and I feel like it's still too thick. It's the number 8, and this will be the 3rd time I rip it out. I'm actually thinking maybe I'll keep the thicker braid in the trunk parts, but it just feels a little too thick in the branches. Oh, and the other thing I need to change on it is it calls for the green and the black. The green is obviously the leaves, but because this green is a black core, I'm going to show you again. Yeah, it doesn't show up. So I have some leaves right there, and you can't even tell that they're green up against the black. And I'm not really even sure I like the Krynic still. The light effects, I think, looks way better. But I hate it. It is freaking the worst stuff ever. So I don't know what to do. I think I'm going to table this project for a little bit until I can... Tell me, maybe you have an opinion. Do you like, I don't know if you've seen my video before, do you think the Krynic is okay? The light effects is thinner and it's more like precise, detailed, I don't know. I was also thinking maybe I could just use a silk, or like the DMC rayon ones, not like silk, but it'd still give it some sort of sheen. Or maybe I'll just do it all in DMC cotton. I really want to do this project. I really like it. I think I will like it. The fibers are driving me crazy. The flosses are driving me crazy. So I have bought 3 sets of flosses for it. I haven't been happy with any of it. So maybe I don't know. If you have an opinion, share. I want your opinion because this one's driving me crazy. I don't expect to get it finished anytime soon, so it'll be on the table for a while, or at least in my whips for a while. But anyway, tell me what you think. I really want your opinion because it's driving me crazy. The other thing I actually started this one before my last video, but I forgot all about it. And I've just been carrying it with me in the car because it's an easy, it's a small little project. Maybe I showed it. I cannot remember. But it's this sugar, oh, I think I did. It's this sugar skull. And I'm doing this one because I think my friend will really like it. She likes sugar skulls, and she's a little bit more morbid than me. It's funny because I took this in to the doctor's office with me the other day. This was 2 weeks ago. And I'm sitting stitching on it. And I'm doing it in hand too. So I figured that's why it's a really good travel project, because I'm doing it in hand. And this lady was sitting next to me, and she goes, oh, she kind of looks over and she's like, oh, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, I'm just cross stitching. And she's like, oh, well, what are you cross stitching? And I kind of was a little embarrassed. She was a nice lady, seemed like a nice lady, probably not into skulls. I mean, me making a judgment, but didn't seem like the skull type of person. So anyway, I showed it to her, and she was like, oh. And I'm like, yeah. I said, it's not for me, it's for a friend. She likes these things. She's like, oh. And she's like, okay, that's interesting. She didn't really comment on how, you know, it being a very pretty picture. I mean, it's flowery, it's nice, but it's a skull. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, she just commented on how not a lot of people do that anymore, and it's probably a craft that, you know, you don't see a lot of people, you know, it's one of those things. I said, well, I told her I was looking forward to the fair to see what kind of stuff they have in cross stitch, and I got on that conversation. But anyway, it was kind of, she was interested, and so I was talking with her a little bit about it. But anyway, this is how far I've gotten on it. I've gotten almost 2 eyes finished and a nose, just all in the center. Oh, sorry. So anyway, and I don't really care how, like, honestly, I'm not really, like, it's for my friend, and she's not a crafter, and I'm not being, like, super sloppy with it, but I'm not railroading, and I'm not using the laying tool and all that. But anyway, I think she'll like it. I'm just taking my time on that too. Oh, by the way, and the cat that I did, I still haven't framed that one. I still have to give that one to my friend. So that one's work in progress. Now, my current favorite, I haven't touched this one in a week or so. Actually, let me take it out. This is the Woodland Sampler that I've been doing. I love this piece. Every time I talk about it, I just love it. I just love the way it's turning out. I'm going to pull it out of the Q-snaps. I should have done this earlier, but I didn't. But I'm just loving the way it's just simple. And so here, I don't have the picture of what it's supposed to look like, so you just get to see what I've done. And it's very, very wrinkly, because I got my cheater grime guard, which is from the dollar store steering wheel cover. I finally found some. I bought 2. And so here is Woodland Sampler. And I think the last time you saw it, let me see if I can do this. The last time you saw it, I had these done, all this middle done, creatures great and small, beautiful. I had this, and I worked on the border, and I worked on this motif here. I have one more little acorn to do over here. And I might have had the squirrel, I don't remember, but I worked on this. So that's, I love this. I cannot wait to finish it. I still have to get the part 3. I haven't been able to find the just cross stitch. I think it's the December issue that has the part 3 in it. I have part 2. This is obviously part 1. And I just love it. I'm so excited. I'm expecting Eric to come home, but it's probably why I get distracted when I hear people go down the street, because Eric's got to come home. He's out golfing today. He needs to go golfing. It's his stress relief. So anyway, that's my Woodland Sampler. I'm excited about that. I pulled out yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. I went through all of my whips. I have 14 whips. Okay, Flosstube, you have ruined me. Because I have 14 whips. And I kind of went through and I was kind of like, okay, which ones am I really, because I don't want to have like a million of them that I think I have to work on them all right now. So I pulled out like 5. These are the 5 like that I'm currently working on. Oh, I have Merrick in my bag too, but I'm not going to show that one because I haven't worked on it. But I thought I wanted to put like, these are the ones I'm really working on, and then kind of table the other ones and not feel like pressured to do them. So I put them in a box. But I pulled out Emma Congdon's Be Inspired, and I know several people are doing this one. I think Michelle Garrett Bendy Stitchy's doing it, and I think Drew from Weasley Studios is doing it, and I know other people. I think and Steph from Just Keep Stitchin's doing it, and so there have been a couple. It's popped up here and there on Flosstube, and so I wanted to do it too, and I had started it, and I had here is, if you haven't seen it, that's what it looks like. And I really, I think I mentioned it before, that this is trust. It says trust up here, and then there's luck, hope, and faith, and I want to maybe change this luck to faith, because it's faith, hope, and love. I like that better. So anyway, I pulled that out yesterday, and the last time I worked on it, all I had was just the trust, and trust was outlined, and that was it. So I did, and I made a mistake, as always, and then I covered the mistake. So there's just a couple little, these black lines are supposed to not be straight across, but I made them straight across because I messed up on one side. Who cares? I don't. But anyway, I worked on all of this side, and I got all of the colors in and some background, and so that is just the top right there. Hey, I like this piece. I hadn't worked on it because it was shoved in a box, and I thought, no, we're going to pull that out. We're going to work on it, and it'll be fun. So that's what I've been working on. Those are all the things I've put my hands to, and that's it. And then so the other thing, oh, you know what? I did want to show you. Okay, so like I said, I went to the fair, and I was really excited about going to the fair, and I was really kind of actually surprised that, okay, our fair hardly had any cross stitch in it. I mean, I don't know what's a good amount. I don't know like what your fairs look like, but we have like, there's a lot of quilts and a lot of crafts, and I counted all of 8 cross stitch entries, and for me that seems small. I don't know, maybe that's average, I don't know. But most of them, there was one that was a set of Santa ornaments. Is it bad if I show them to you? I have them on my phone. I took pictures of them all. Maybe it's not if I don't. See, there's a Christmas one. That's really, you probably can't see it, can you? It's probably not worth it for me to show you. There's an Indian one. That one was nice. That one was that was a big size. Very, very elaborate. That must be like a Haid. Then there's this Asian one. I can't really see it. It's got like a bunch of Asian culture. So maybe samurais or something. And then there were 3 sunflower patterns. Like, sunflowers must be in. There's that one. That one. I know these are bad pictures because they're on my phone. I like this one. You Are My Sunshine. 2nd place. And then this one that says, the crown of the house is godliness. The beauty of the house is orderliness. The glory of the house is hospitality. The blessing of the house is contentment. First place, Nancy Peterson. I'm sorry if you didn't want me to show this on Flosstube, but I'm showing your awesome work. So anyway, there were total, like I said, of eight entries, and I was like, really? I could enter something. So next year, I'm entering something. I'm determined. Oh, and the last thing I saw, which this is for McKenna at Every Stitch Counts. Somebody had done a Frida plate. 3rd place though. Probably could have got. I mean, that's still good. But anyway, I saw this and I thought of McKenna. I'm sure McKenna doesn't watch my videos. But I'm gonna post on her Flosstube that there's a Frida plate on my video that she needs to see. So anyway, I just thought of her for that. So McKenna, that was for you. If you ever watch my video, Frida plate. So anyway, but I had a fun time at the fair. And I just look forward to entering something in it next year. I mean, our fair is not that small. We're a big county. Like, we're big. Anyway, I'm just surprised that there wasn't more. But maybe cross-stitch, the coolness of cross-stitch hasn't caught on in the Central California, Central Valley. I don't know. I'm doing other things. So I said I went to the thrift store and I found a couple books and I bought them for $1.50 each. And I don't know if I'll stitch anything out of them or not. They were $1.50. I couldn't pass them up. So the first one is 501 cross-stitch designs. And it has a bunch of little... I think the thing I liked, I'll show you the thing I liked in here the most was the patriotic stuff. And I'll just flip to that page so you can see all the little patriotic stuff. So that was the patriotic. I thought, oh, there's something in there I'm sure I could find. These would be really good for just little ornaments. I like cross-stitching on the perforated paper, and these would be really just easy perforated paper things because everybody likes Christmas ornaments. Maybe I'll show you the Christmas section. But it has all different, there's flowers. Lots of different flowers and herbs. This one is professions. Chef, musician, painter. Do they have cross-stitcher? I want that to be my profession. There's a professional cross-stitcher. Some of you like houses. I'm not much of a house person, but there's a lot of houses here if you like houses. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, gotta love the animals, pets. There's some cute pets here. I like the bunnies. Some cute little dog over here. My buddy and me. I like that. Got some cat stuff for you cat lovers. Cow. Who likes cows? Yvonne, the Night Owl Stitcher. I think within the Flosstube community, we probably have all pets covered. Everybody likes something. This is sports. Baseball, soccer, football, wrestling. Yeah. What else? Baby designs. Who doesn't like to cross-stitch baby designs? Sure, why not? Oh, here is kitchen designs. I need to stitch this one. I love coffee. That's my husband. He is a coffee addict. I like mushrooms. Not that I would stitch mushrooms, but I like them. Maybe cute on a dish towel or something. And some more floral designs. Oh, Kara, are those pansies? You would know. I think they are. So, 501 cross stitch designs by Sam Hawkins for American School of Needlework. And they look, there's Sam and his dog. Men do cross stitch, and they're good at it. So anyway, got that for $1.50. Now the second one I got was quick to stitch cross stitch cards. Now I probably wouldn't do cards, but I could do one of these and put in a little frame or something. And the thing I liked about this one was kind of cool that each like section, so like here's birthday wishes, right? Birthday wishes. They have each, so they have like quick, quicker, and quickest. So if you had to like finish something in a night, you'd go for like the quickest. Like I got to get something ready tomorrow because I forgot it's so-and-so's birthday. Yeah. But I kind of thought that was, oh, I shouldn't show you the pattern, sorry. But I thought it was kind of cool that they had it like that. So you, all the, oh, here's a bunny one. Here's Easter. Quick, quicker, and quickest. Oh, that's kind of cool the way they had it organized. What else is in here? There's another patriotic section. I like the patriotic stuff. I really like this one at the top up there. I like this one too. I'm not into the bears, but they've got some Thanksgiving stuff for those of you who keep saying, I need more Thanksgiving things, or fall. This one could be a fall one. Anyway, this one was kind of cool. It's obviously has a little bit of water damage. You can kind of see it's a little bended, but I don't care. So anyway, got those both for $3, $1.50 each, and that's it. So that's all I have to share. I'm actually looking forward to this week. Eric and I are going to be going to a marriage conference, and we're really excited. It's going to be like pretty intense though, like it's 4 days and it's like 9 to 9. So, but we thought it was going to be a perfect opportunity for us since we've been married for just over a month now, and it'll be really good. I think it's just going to be a really good time of learning to communicate well and problem solve well, and yeah, just kind of kickstart our marriage. So anyway, so we'll be doing that. I'll be busy. I probably will not be cross stitching because it's going to be all day. And lately, I haven't had a lot of cross stitching time, and I've been like yesterday we drove to up north, a couple hours up north, and when I came back I was like, I want to just sit and cross stitch and like have some chill time and downtime, so I'm just gonna do that. And Eric went and hung out with a friend, so I've been really kind of like wanting to cross stitch more, a little bit more, but I won't be able to do that a lot next week. So I don't know, we'll see. It'll still be lots of fun. I'm really excited about it, and yeah, that's my big plans. If I do get to cross stitch in the next week, probably at least the beginning of the week, I am going to keep working on especially the what is it called? See, I don't know the names of these things. This one. I'm definitely going to keep working on that one, and my Woodland Sampler for sure. So I'm going to keep those kind of like on hand just in case I have some downtime and I need to like have a breather. So I'll keep those with me. And until next time, next couple weeks, yeah. So if you like the video, thumbs up it. If you are new to my video or my channel and you've made it this far, go ahead and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you, even if you just comment below and say hi. I try to respond to everybody, and I love the comments, and I look forward to connecting with you all. So I am extremely behind in my Flosstube watching. I think I have like 70 videos. I was up to 70 and I got down to like 50, I don't know, 58 or something like that. And then they all racked up again. So I've got to figure out a way to get through them. And I'm like literally like 3 weeks behind. So I'm sorry if I haven't been commenting on your videos, or if you've watched, if you've been putting out stuff, and I try to make comments, but I'm really far behind. So, but I do get to watch when I can, I do try to comment. So anyway, I've been watching them on fast forward still just to get through them, but I am very far behind. So, but feel free to comment below, and until next time, we will see you later. Bye-bye.